Every time when there's something new on the channel, I always start with the word finally. Well, today we finally have an Astro headset up for a review, and it's going to be quite interesting for me to finally check them out and to see the quality and everything that we can expect from Astro A10 gaming headset. And we have them in two varieties. We have it in white and we have it in black. And what's it all about? The box content and everything you receive inside the box is also quite important for this review. So we have the white version, which comes in some sort of a red combination. We have also some yellowish parts and we have gray ear cushions. But then when you take a look at this, we actually have the same combination here on the black version, except for it has black and grayish combination, which do look quite interesting and definitely appealing to the eye when you look at the design. Now, of course, there are some other specifications that we need to go through just to check out the quality. First of all, let's check out the box content. We have here Y splitter, so it transfers 3.5mm jacks 4-pole into two 3.5mm jack 3-pole. This is for your computer users, so for PC. And we have right here cable that goes directly to your headset, which is 4-pole 3.5mm jack on both sides. And you also have some here, let's say a controller, small controller basically, just for the volume up and down. This cable, without the Y splitter, can be used for PS4, PS5, Xbox X, Xbox S, Switch and mobile. So it gives you varieties of different platforms to be used with, and that's quite cool. The cable is fairly long, I would say, and the cool thing, even though it's rubber, it's quite flexible, so you won't have any issues with it when it comes to connection or just random usage. You also get the Astro, I think this might be a sticker, and some instruction manual that will help you connect them. Even though it's really straightforward, you connect them directly to the bottom part of the headset, the left earphone, and the other part goes either into your console, mobile or your PC with this cable. So the design is quite interesting. It's something different that we haven't had here, or you usually don't see such a design, but it's quite nice, I would say. Let's start with the microphone first. We have flip to mute microphone that is bendable, so it can be adjusted according to your voice, according to the sound, the actual loudness of how you speak and everything else, which is quite nice and gives you a possibility to adjust that part as well. Unfortunately, there's nothing, it's quite minimalistic. There's nothing on the headsets that you can control, for instance, the volume, because you have it on the cable. You can't mute microphone because after all you do have it on flip to mute, so when you flip it, it mutes it itself, and when you place it back on the standard regular position, it starts working again. Then we have ear cups that are really smaller than we're used to, so they will definitely touch your ears, but it's not a standard fabric and it's not leatherette. It's something in between. I would say it's not something in between in terms of leather plus fabric. It's a different type of fabric, I would say. The inner part is standard fabric and they will definitely touch here, that's for sure. The top part has the same material, and both of those, headband and ear cups, have memory foam for long-lasting gaming and everything else that you guys intend to do. So when it comes to flexibility, you can adjust the length of the ear cups, and this is so smooth. It's just, the extension is so smooth that it's unbelievable. You have a couple of possibilities to adjust it, and the ear cups don't actually move here, they move on the actual ear cup. The connection between the ear cups is done with this spring-looking wire that goes through the headband onto the other side, and you don't have to worry about maybe breaking the cable, because when you push it up to the top, you'll see a spring, and when you push it out to the maximum, the spring is still there, so there's still plenty of cable, and you don't have to worry about it. Now let's check this out. I do have to mention right from the start, they are quite smaller, since I already mentioned in a couple of my videos that I do have a bigger head, but that's completely unnecessary. I do have to mention that just for you guys to know. So something like Logitech G435. They are smaller in the head size, but you'll still manage if you have something like this. But nevertheless, let's check out some other stuff. They are comfortable quite nicely, and the ear cups adjust nicely to your head, make nice isolation, not like the leatherette ear cups, which make much better isolation than fabric or these ones, but they kind of do create quite nice isolation from the outer sound. And even while speaking right now, I hear my voice a bit dampened down, so that's cool. The top part is also very comfortable, so in terms of lightweight comfortability, you'll be able to game for a longer period of time, which is what we're after, right? Now, checking out different aspects of the design, the memory foam really does work perfectly, and I'm quite fascinated by the actual weight since they are really lightweight. Now let's check out some specifications. They're all the same in the black and white version, so there's nothing to add to that. We have Astro Audio V2 durable construction, which is also flexible, so you can adjust your head properly and you won't have any issues. Long-lasting comfort, detachable 3.5mm inline with volume control. You have replaceable headband pad, which can be changed if it wears out or something, and of course replaceable ear cups, the same reason why we have it. And then we have flip to mute microphone, and that's it. When we're talking about cable length, you have 2 meters long inline volume control cable, 65mm PC splitter, some specifications for the frequency response, 20 Hz to 20 kHz. In terms of colors, you have gray, white, black, some sort of a greenish color, and purple. So you can adjust it to your setup, but I mean, it's all up to you to choose the color of your liking. Then we switch to some other information. You do need to know that these headset has already stated that ear cups get in contact with your ears, and that's because you have a custom tuned 32mm dynamic drivers. Talking about microphone, you have integrated boom microphone that can be flipped to mute your conversation, and it's a 6mm unidirectional microphone. Now, as usual, it's time to check out the microphone quality and how it sounds. First of all, we're going to talk into, let's say, an empty space, so you can actually hear the microphone even before I do, since this is recorded simultaneously and I actually didn't hear it. So right after that, I'm going to listen to it and check out actually how does it sound. Of course, I'm going to give you feedback on the actual ear cups and how the sound through them comes from while you game or while you're listening to movies or actually audio music or anything similar to that, just to see the clarity and the bass and the mid, lows, highs and everything that you need to know. So I know you heard the microphone even before me, and I think we can agree that the microphone is just epic. It really does sound quite nice and clear. There are no sounds and noises and anything that will distract you, well, distract your team players with additional noise, because it's really clear and it really does sound nice. I have to admit, for the price, I'm quite shocked how the microphone is really good. When we're talking about the ear cups, I have to admit that the sound is also clear and it's quite nice, but here's the catch. I pumped up the volume on the additional controller here that we have on the inline controller basically, and I pumped up the volume directly in the Windows, so we got this. The sound isn't that loud, so you can't have extremely loud noise and to listen to, for instance, music. The bass is a bit dampened down and you can't get that extreme bass, deep bass and stuff like that. You do hear it, it does happen, but I think the 32mm drivers actually are guilty for that. They restricted the bass pleasure with 32mm drivers. All in all, it does produce great sound. Voices are quite nice and crystal clear, including the whole music that was in the background and everything else, but the bass is what is actually missing here. It's not that it's gone completely, it's just like it's dampened down. The volume can be and would be appreciated if it was punched up at least by 10 to 20%. If you're listening to something at high volume, this would be it. But then again, we're checking out Astro A10, which brings up quite interesting stuff in terms of quality when it comes to construction, quality when it comes to microphone, quality when it comes to enjoyment and comfortability. Then again, when we take into consideration the price and everything that I said, I would say that I'm satisfied in whole package that you get with the price and everything all together. Astro A10 gaming headset, which can be used for multi-console gaming, well, basically PS4, PS5, Xbox S, Xbox X, and everything else like mobile and stuff like that. But then again, you can connect it to your PC as well and get much more versatility when it comes to usage of these headsets. The links are below in the description, so you can check out any color you wish that you desire to pair up with your setup, other peripherals and stuff like that. And finally, if you like the video, let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button and hit the notification bell for future content so you don't miss any future videos. Thanks for watching. Hopefully see you next time. Bye bye guys.